You're alone. The air is thin, your body failing. No one else could have survived this long. But then, you feel someone beside you, a hand guiding you, a voice whispering, keep moving. You turn, and no one's there. For over a century, explorers, mountaineers, and disaster survivors have reported the same impossible phenomenon, the feeling of an invisible companion appearing in moments of life and death. They call it the third man factor, or sometimes third man syndrome. It's a psychological phenomenon where individuals in extreme, life-threatening situations experience the sensation of an unseen presence. This presence often offers comfort, guidance, and support, described as a benevolent entity providing encouragement, practical advice, or even physical assistance. It's most commonly reported by mountain climbers, solo sailors, shipwreck survivors, and polar explorers, those pushed to the absolute limits of human endurance. One of the most famous accounts comes from Sir Ernest Shackleton during his Antarctic expedition in 1916. As he and his men stumbled across the ice, starving and freezing, Shackleton wrote that they felt a silent figure walking with them. Each was too afraid to speak of it, until later, when all admitted the same truth. They had each sensed an unseen companion keeping pace. Shackleton even wrote, "It seemed to me often that we were four, not three." This profound experience later inspired T.S. Eliot's poem, The Waste Land, further popularizing the phenomenon. Years later, mountaineer Joe Simpson fell into an ice crevasse in the Peruvian Andes. His legs shattered, his partner gone. He should have died. But in the darkness, he heard a calm, patient voice. Not his own. It told him when to rest, when to crawl, when to move. That voice led him back to camp, through miles of impossible terrain. Doctors said he survived through willpower. But Joe insisted he didn't do it alone. Other renowned climbers like Reinhold Messner and polar explorers Peter Hillary and Ian Bancroft have also reported similar experiences during their perilous journeys. Even survivors of the September 11th attacks reported an unseen presence aiding them, providing specific directions to escape the World Trade Center. Joshua Slocum, in his book Sailing Alone Around the World, described an apparition at the helm of his ship after eating bad figs, guiding him until he recovered. Neuroscientists call it a coping hallucination, the brain's last defense mechanism. When extreme stress or isolation breaks the mind, a survival circuit activates. This circuit creates a helper identity to keep you alive. It's not a ghost. It's you, split in two to protect itself. MRI scans show that the same regions of the brain light up during near-death experiences and extreme solitude. The mind conjures company because it knows it can't survive alone. Olaf Blanke and his colleagues even replicated the third man experience in a lab, inducing the feeling of a ghostly presence by creating a disconnect between body position and senses. Electrical stimulation to certain brain areas can also provoke similar visions, suggesting a neurological basis for these profound experiences. Psychologically, some experts believe it's a coping mechanism or a manifestation of bicameral mentality, where the brain creates a helper identity to increase chances of survival. Severe trauma can lead to dissociation, where individuals separate themselves from distress to survive, disrupting consciousness, memory, identity, and perception. Hallucinations and delusions can occur as a result of extreme stress, with cognitions congruent with the trauma content. These, though biological, can feel very real and serve as a coping mechanism. But that doesn't explain everything. Some view the third man factor as a guardian angel, a spiritual entity, or a cross-dimensional echo of consciousness. These interpretations suggest the presence is not merely a psychological construct, but something more profound, touching upon the enigmatic nature of existence itself. While often helpful, the third man factor isn't always reliable. Studies suggest that if these experiences aren't recognized for what they are, they can lead to dangerous decisions, pushing beyond one's limits. The third man factor manifests in various ways, including voices, visions, or a general sense of presence. The visions can be of men or women, sometimes a specific person, like a deceased loved one. The presence is often focused, calm, and consistent, offering encouragement and direction, a beacon in the darkest moments. Regardless of its origin, The third man factor highlights the resilience of the human spirit and the enigmatic nature of consciousness. It serves as a testament to our capacity to find strength and guidance in the face of overwhelming adversity, a mystery that continues to fascinate and inspire.